OET Reading C. What is meant by the jury's still out? Succeed at reading for all healthcare professions. There are 6 OET Reading C word reference questions in this video. It is challenging, but these type of questions are very common in the Reading C test. Read the texts, answer the questions, and then listen to the explanations. Even if your answer is correct, listen to the explanation to ensure you chose the correct answer for the right reason. Reading C is one of the most challenging parts of the OET test. This video will help you to succeed. Take the time to watch it and make a note of new vocabulary. Even if you don't get the answer correct, you are learning new vocabulary all the time, and that will help you pass the test. Good luck. When discussing his VR treatment, the patient called PK uses the expression more like reality than virtual reality in order to treatment of phantom limb pain using virtual reality. During each session, PK reported a decrease in his phantom limb pain, although it returned within a few hours. During his third session, PK reported that I actually felt as if it was my left arm that was doing the work. My actual phantom arm, and that was more like reality than virtual reality. He commented that if he could harness the movement in his phantom limb, maybe he could open his fingers and ease the cramping pain a little. After this session, his pain diary showed an average rating of 6.8 out of 10 for 3 days, increasing to an average of 8.3 for the subsequent 3 days. This is a promising result, given the relatively low frequency of testing sessions. When discussing his VR treatment, the patient called PK uses the expression more like reality than virtual reality in order to stress the contribution of VR treatment to reducing his discomfort, underline the high degree of physical effort involved in it, emphasize the increased optimism he felt after undergoing it, highlight the potential control it was giving him over his symptoms. Pause the video and choose your answer. The answer is in the underlined sentence. The correct answer is D. Highlight the potential control it was giving him over his symptoms. In the text, PK states that I actually felt as if it was my left arm that was doing the work. My actual phantom arm, that is, the phantom arm, felt real, and that by controlling this, he might be able to open his fingers and ease the cramping pain a little. That is, have control over his symptoms. The writer uses the expression affixed with the label in order to the need for a different approach to mental health. The concept of depression has always been so ill-defined as to be meaningless. There is a danger that more and more people, facing the ups and downs it imposes, will be affixed with the label and prescribed antidepressants inappropriately. We would be wise to adopt a more nuanced position, encompassing a spectrum of clinical scenarios, each pointing to a specific set of interventions to achieve the best possible outcome for a vulnerable person. The writer uses the expression affixed with the label in order to suggest that a more precise definition of depression is needed, explain why some may receive unsuitable treatments for depression, criticize the way that depression is often overlooked as a health issue, underline the complexities sometimes involved in diagnosing depression. Pause the video and choose your answer. The answer is in the underlined sentence. The answer is A. Explain why some may receive unsuitable treatments for depression. The writer explains that being affixed with the label, that is, being described as having depression, may result in more and more people being prescribed antidepressants inappropriately, that is, unsuitable treatments. What does the writer propose in the final paragraph? Sleep deprivation, malnutrition. The hospital experience can be dehumanizing, and increasing evidence points to the environment as central to quality. An interview study involving 380 discharged patients found that environment was the second highest predictor of overall satisfaction with care, behind quality of clinical care. Many of the required interventions are easy to implement, low risk and low cost, though others will require extensive systems-level planning and careful implementation. The value of rest and nutrition may be underrepresented in the current medical literature. This is a field that may benefit from more interventional research to demonstrate the effectiveness of addressing a patient's basic needs. Nevertheless, hospitals can reduce these physiological stressors by designing more patient-centered hospital systems. As we seek to improve quality through patient-centeredness, basic human needs are important in the context of complex medical care. We should view hospitals as healing environments rather than isolated clinical spaces and design patient care accordingly. What does the writer propose in the final paragraph? Surveying patients about how poor nutrition and sleep have affected them, using medical journals to highlight the link between basic needs and treatment outcomes, redesigning hospital buildings so they meet patients' needs more effectively, gathering more evidence of the importance of needs such as sleep and nutrition. Pause the video and choose your answer. The answer is in the underlined sentence. The answer is D. This is a field that may benefit from more interventional research to demonstrate the effectiveness of addressing a patient's basic needs, gathering more evidence of the importance of needs such as sleep and nutrition. The phrase, "the jury's still out" in the fifth paragraph suggests that questions remain regarding heading concussion dementia. Increasingly, Evidence suggests that subconcussive blows could have a more subtle but cumulative effect than concussion. Anybody who really studies this field is convinced that there is a link between dementia and heading, Smith says. His theory is that when players clash heads, the rapid acceleration damages axons in the brain. How much force is required and exactly how it damages the brain is unknown. Is it a single head acceleration that leads to either short-term or long-term neurodegeneration? Or the density of a lot of little hits? The jury's still out, says Arbogast. Pause the video and choose your answer. The answer is in the underlined sentence. The answer is B. The jury still out suggests a definite conclusion or decision has not been made. In the previous sentence to the phrase, some unknown factors are mentioned concerning the cause of neurodegeneration, so the phrase refers to the fact that it's not yet completely clear what type of impact is to blame. What type of impact leads to dementia? In the final paragraph, the expression said it all is used to express: can lifestyle medicine help treat chronic pain? For Anu, the real test of her work with Dr. Alexander came when they met at the pool on the final day. After going through some of her mindfulness meditation techniques before they entered the water together, Anu began to float, and the look on her face said it all. Being able to swim again, it's freedom. While Anu is still on pain medication at the end of the experiment, she continues to practice mindfulness and has drastically cut her protein consumption. It's small steps, but we knew from the beginning, because I'm suffering from chronic pain, it's not just going to go away like that, she says. Pause the video and choose your answer. The answer is in the underlined sentence. The answer is D. Once she is in the pool, she says, being able to swim again, it's freedom, which is a positive comment on the results of her treatment. The feeling of satisfaction Anu has with the results of her treatment. When Robert Letzwart says that machine learning is not a silver bullet, he is making the point that predicting the side effects of medication. A multi-institutional group of researchers has created an open source machine learning tool that offers a new method for developing safer medicines by identifying potential adverse reactions, side effects, in new candidate medicines. One of the researchers, genetics expert Robert Letzwart, says, machine learning is not a silver bullet for drug discovery, but I do believe it can accelerate many different aspects in the difficult and long process of developing new medicines. Although it cannot predict all possible adverse effects, we hope that our work will help researchers spot potential trouble early on and develop safer drugs in the future. Pause the video and choose your answer. The answer is in the underlined sentence. The answer is A. The key comes from Letzvart's comment. Although it cannot predict all possible adverse effects, we hope that our work will help researchers spot potential trouble early on. It will only be a partial solution to the problems of developing new medication. That's the end of the video. I hope you learned a lot. Please like the video to help me build this channel for you. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your studies. Stay motivated. You can do it.